What up? It's your boy T-Man Reaction. Today's Music Monday. I had to put the mom's. He's here. She's here. So anyway, he got a little fussy, and he joins little Dan Tiger. So anyway, we about to check out another video about talking about albums of '94. As you take a look at hip hop albums turning 30 this year from the homie DJ Furia though. So we're gonna check that out. So without further ado, probably some of the ones already did from the Docs by Dre video, but either way, you know he's gonna have some mystery facts with his. So without further ado, let's check it out.
1994 was such an amazing year for hip-hop albums. Just look at some of these amazing albums all turned 30 years old this year. In today's video, I'm going to be choosing one track from some of what I consider the best albums of the year and showcasing the samples that were used to create them. Click the first link in description or pinned comment to download any of my background beats that are playing throughout, apart from the one playing now that I've only just made. So let's have a check of the first track.
Oh yeah, One Love, Nas, Illmatic.
Crackhead stalking, loud mouths talking. Ho, check out the story yesterday when I was walking.
What a debut album Illmatic was. Working with some of the best producers at the time, including Q-Tip, Pete Rock, DJ Premier and Large Professor. Considered by many to be one of the best hip-hop albums ever made, not just from the 90s. It's really stood the test of time well and helped propel Nas into becoming a worldwide star. So let's see what's next up on the list.
Oh yeah, Fez. I think it's Coolio. Yup.
The late great Coolio. He grew up in Compton, California and originally went by the name Coolio Iglesias. Before becoming a professional rapper, he worked as a volunteer fireman at LAX. He was also part of WC and the Mad Circle before concentrating on his solo career. The following year in 1995, he went on to create one of the most successful rap songs of all time with Gangsta's Paradise. Let's see what the next track is.
Oh yeah, Big Papa, Biggie Small, Ready to Die, yup.
Blasting, but I just can't quit because one of these homies Biggie got to creep with.
Another amazing debut album there from Biggie. It was also the very first album release for Bad Boy Records. Again, there were some of the best producers in the game working on it, including Easy Mo B, DJ Premier, Lord Finesse, and Poke from Poke and Tone. Big Poppa was a platinum selling single and was #1 on the US rap chart. Let's see what's next on the list.
I Get Physical, Main Ingredient piece, we rock.
It's going down from out of town off the wicked streets of New York trouble. Me and my man mapped the plan to make a hefty bun.
That was the second and final album by Pete Rock and CL Smooth before they went their separate ways. I Get Physical wasn't one of the 3 singles from the album, but
surprisingly,
it's a track I really like.
I did not know that was not a single. As how popular that was, I did not know that wasn't a single. That's wild.
Sample taken from George Benson is someone who's been sampled a lot of times in hip-hop, probably most famously by Common.
I know
Let's
they have.
listen to a Common track, taking a sample from someone else though.
Oh yeah, Resurrection. Small. Same album, Resurrection.
Come on, y'all, get live, get down. Common sense is in your town.
I've mentioned this on other videos, but notice his original name was Common Sense. He had to change it after a reggae group with the same name threatened court action. The reissues of the album just show the name Common. The sample taken from Ahmad Jamal, one of my favourite jazz musicians ever, who's been sampled so many different times in hip-hop. Definitely worth listening to his albums. Let's check who's next on the list.
Sounds familiar, I can't think of it right now. Alright, now how about this one?
I didn't mean to.
Casual. Oh, this joint! Oh, this joint, yeah. I remember this. I remember the beat because Biggie did a little freestyle for this.
from Oakland, California, and he's part of the Hieroglyphics crew, along with
Oh,
Sons of Mischief,
okay.
Domino, Pep Love, and Torre. J-Biz and Extra Prolific both used to be part of them too. Fear itself was Casual's debut album. It did come out as a promo in 1993. It was
I ain't know
officially
about that one.
released in
And two, I ain't know that one was part of the Hieroglyphics as well too, though. Anyway, hold on a second. All right, one back. Let's keep going.
1994. There's some great tracks and samples used throughout. Well worth a listen. Let's see who's next up.
Oh yeah, Gangstar. Florida Street. Hard Earn.
Gangstar, one of my all-time favourite hip-hop groups that I got to see live a long time ago with Big Sugar's support. Lots of great jazz samples used throughout the album, following on from the previous 3 releases. Mass Appeal is probably the best known track from that album. Let's hear who's next up.
Be nuts. I think they debut, right?
That album
Yep, they debut
sometimes
full album.
incorrectly gets referred to as Street Level, as there's a Subway sign on the front cover. It's just part of the album artwork, and the album is simply called The Beat Nuts. It was the debut album, and the track was remixed on the same album under the name Yeah, You Got Props. Another great debut album. Let's see who's next up.
They got me this one. Oh wow! I didn't think about that.
The main sample for that will never be found. Easy Mo B has said it's just one short sound that he changed the pitch of and played it into his sampler. The album is another debut, just showing what a great year 1994 was for hip hop. He went on to release another album in 1997, and then 20 years later in 2017, the year before he passed away. Let's check the next track.
Oh yeah, Method Man, Alicia Delph. The Cow album.
Great production there by the RZA, taking that easy listening original and flipping it into a great hip hop beat. Method Man was the first member of the Wu-Tang Clan to release a solo album. He took his name from the Kung Fu film, also called Method Man. The name Tikal actually stands for taking into consideration all lives. The RZA produced the entire album, with a few tracks having co-producers on them too. Let's see who's next up.
Yep.
That was from Redman's second album after his debut in 1992. The sample was taken from the amazing Bob James, who's one of the most sampled musicians ever. His most sampled track is Nautilus, taken from his debut album from 1974. Redman always used his real name of Reggie Noble on his production credits. Let's see who's next up on the list.
Oh yeah, Funky Piano, King T. No! Oh shit. I didn't know that was that same sample. Oh well, but yeah, so I play this Calyx. That music, yup, the South got something to say.
That sample is fairly low down in the mix, so it's easy to miss it. It's a very popular track for sampling, and it's been used so many different times. The Outkast album is another example of
Let me see, Funky Piano probably came earlier than that.
It went on to sell over 1 million copies in the US, firmly putting Southern hip hop on the map at the height of the East Coast West Coast rivalry. Let's check out another one.
Play like a piano, not funky. Yeah, J-Rule. Hey, that was 90, I'm way off.
What a sample that is. The original track is almost 12 minutes long, and that one small piano part has been taken to make a loop. It's another debut album on the list, and was entirely produced by DJ Premier, with J-Roo as a co-producer. Many consider it to be J-Roo's best work, who got his first break featuring on I'm the Man by Gangstar in 1992. Let's see what the next track is.
Sounds familiar. Yeah, Organized Confusion, Pheromones Group.
Another great track there, using 2 different samples to make a loop. It was the second album after the debut in 1991. They ended up doing one more before going their separate ways. There's many more great hip-hop albums turning 30 years old this year, but for this video, that's all I'm going to include. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and thanks for watching.
Cool. There you have it. Some great albums. Channel Live, Channel, man, a lot of, man. It's a lot. That's it. That's why I said Night 4 is definitely in the argument of best hip-hop year. So, yeah, other than that, if you like more reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Rex signing off. One love.